Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got some very interesting carnage to tackle, but before we dive into that, some of you guys may have noticed that we missed last week's video upload, and the reason for that is a very heartwarming, very personal reason that I'm gonna share at the end of this video. If you guys have been following the Wild Horses family journey for a bit now, then I believe it'll warm your guys' heart as well. So stay tuned to the end of this video. For now, let's dive into this week's carnage. Alrighty folks, so in the beef factory this week, we have got one of our first repair jobs on a new Bronco that isn't our own. Let me show you.
Megan, fill us in. What the flip did you do?
I went out with Trail Militia, first off. They put me on some interesting lines on Gold Mountain and twisted my rear shock mounts. Pretty wild to see it up on a lift at eye level.
Oh yeah, it is jacked up. It is.
It's all experience, it's all wisdom, right?
We'll fill you guys in on what's actually going on with this rig in just a second. Just wanted to hear from Megan what actually happened. But this is the first project of the week. Getting back to work, back into the swing of things, and we'll see what we could do here, folks.
So today we've got Megan's Bronco in here. It's a 6th gen Bronco, obviously. And she has absolutely banged up these shock hangers. Morgan, what do we think of this carnage today?
I think she accidentally the whole thing, but it's all repairable.
What are we using today to fix this issue?
An angle grinder. Or she provided some brackets from Barnes 4-wheel drive, and I think the hardest part of the job is just going to be cutting these old ones off.
Sweet, and I think that's where you come in.
Absolutely.
Yep, just so you guys get a clear picture, this did take place on both sides. So I've seen some shock bracket carnage, but nothing this bad. If anything is to be learned here, it's use a shock skid and it might not be as bad. So we're gonna get this all taken care of, get these brackets thrown on, and we'll show you guys the finished product here in a bit. But good luck, Morgan. Wear your safety glasses.
There you go.
Good, dude.
It only cost me a little bit of sanity and some time.
Better you than the customer, right?
Sure, that's what we're here for. Hardest part of that job is cutting off the old stuff. The new stuff goes on pretty easily.
Yeah, are you ready to do it to mine?
Yeah, we're gonna have to, we'll figure that out.
All right, folks, so now that we've got these brackets installed, one difference that's just kind of worth pointing out is on the Barnes brackets, you do get a bit more bracing going on with this thing. As you can see, there's bracing on the bottom, bracing on the back, whereas with the stock bracket, bracing is non-existent. Here's the stock bracket. Obviously, you can see that it is completely open. So will the bracing on the Barnes brackets actually help off-road? Only time will tell. I'm assuming yes. And we'll let Megan test these out, and we'll let her tell us how they do. But Megan is on her way right now. We're gonna show her the work that Morgan did and see what she thinks. One last thing we're gonna do to this Bronco before Megan gets here is she's got a lot of scraping going on her coilover, and we don't know why. We assume that it's from how weird the shock bracket was, and it was just causing some weird binding and noise and stuff. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and give Megan a little Band-Aid sticker. She's gonna monitor it and see if that thing gets scraped up after we did this fix. Because if that does happen, that means there's another issue with this vehicle that we are unaware of. Install complete, professionally done here at Wild Horses.
It's so beautiful.
What do we think, Megan?
I think it looks clean. I think it looks really good. I think the welds are very good.
When is this gonna see the dirt next, you think?
Next week.
Are we getting back in the rocks? What do you think?
I don't know because Gloria's coming out and we're gonna do some training for Rebel.
If you guys don't know, Megan is planning on doing the Rebel rally?
Rebel, correct.
Okay, yeah, everybody gets it wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be one of those people, but you're doing the Rebel in this thing. When does that happen?
That's gonna be in October.
Okay.
October 9th, I believe, will be the first day. It's about 8 days. It's about 1,500 miles, and there's no GPSs, no phones, no electronics. Everything is gonna be paper maps, compasses, plotting tools. I
All
will be
stuff that I have
driving
no
this.
idea how to do. I don't
We're
even know how to
learning
read
how to do it
a
too.
map. Well, shoot. Well, where can they find you and look at all of that stuff, that whole journey that you're doing?
So you can find me on Instagram at Megan_offroad, and I am on YouTube at Megan Goes Offroad.
Okay, there you guys go. Check Megan out. She's doing a lot of cool stuff with the Bronco. As you can see, tearing it up. I know somebody who does the same thing to their rig, but I don't know if she gets as gnarly as me. I haven't seen any frame cracks underneath there. But
I was checking, I didn't see any.
no, well, that's a good thing. Maybe you're a better
I'm aiming
driver.
for that.
There you go, Megan. We appreciate you bringing the rig in, and hopefully it serves you well.
Thanks for keeping me whole. Appreciate you guys.
Alrighty, there you go, folks. Awesome couple. Definitely go check Megan out and all that they've got going. They're doing some awesome things with the Bronco, living the lifestyle, having fun, breaking things, tearing things up every now and again. That's what happens sometimes. We're just grateful to be able to work on it and have the skills to do that, to have a guy like Morgan working in the beef factory. With that said, we've got more projects going here. And so I'm just gonna put the camera down and we're gonna get back to work. Peace. Here we go. All right, moving on with projects in the beef factory. As you guys saw in our last video, Morgan's frame is sitting here at the shop. Morgan's got big plans for this thing. Today, we are actually making progress. So 2 back-to-back videos featuring your Bronco build. I think you may get it in a year, dude, if you keep this up. From what I understand, you're taking the front end out because, like we said in the last video, you're not going with these long arms. You're actually gonna 3-link it, right?
That's the goal. I've been doing a bunch of geometry homework, trying to figure out where everything's gonna lay, trying to figure out what's gonna be a headache and what's gonna be easy. Looks like it's all gonna be a headache, but anything worthwhile is. Anything you do after it's been a headache, you look back and you're like, oh, that wasn't that bad of a headache, as I look forward into new stuff, so. What? I don't know if that made any sense.
I'm not sure. Maybe to somebody it made sense. Alrighty, folks, we have come to our first crossroads here. Morgan, what's the question of the day?
The question of the day, if you were doing all the work I'm doing, pushing the axle forward and doing a 3-link, would you stick with the coil springs and shock setup, or would you just go full tilt with the fully customizable coilovers?
Drop a comment below, help our boy Morgan out. He's got a lot of big decisions. He may have to sell his wedding ring. He is a committed man to his fiance. He's not actually gonna do that, don't worry. All right, let us know, guys, what needs to fill this gap here.
Well, in addition to all of the other work I've been doing on my chassis, I decided to make there be less chassis.
Dude, weight reduction.
A little bit of weight reduction, a little bit of steering clearance. We've got the steering box moved forward about 4.5 inches. So my drag link's gonna want to go right where that cross member was hanging down a little bit. So we've cut that off. I might have to cut off more, but at the end of it, when I know I've cut out enough, it'll all get plated over like it was meant to be, so.
Beautiful.
Alrighty, folks, so it is the end of the week. Morgan was able to sneak his new custom axle underneath the frame. Got a bunch of parts laying around now that Morgan's got to figure out. The cool thing is we do have the PVC pipe that Morgan's going to be using to mock up his whole 3-link design. So we'll try to walk you guys through that whenever he gets to that part of the project. But with that said, it's time to tug at the heartstrings of you guys and give a huge shout out to my little brother Russ, who you guys have seen on the channel before. Long story short, he got married last week. Say hi. Who are you?
Russell! It was my trip.
Oh,
The birthday boy.
Russell, who does not know how to put his clothes on.
I'm saying Mitchell.
There he is, underwear head man.
Now you try to get me.
Oh, underwear head man tags microphone man. Oh, it's a slam. And go play. This is Russell Creel. He's 2 years old. Oh, just one big happy family. There it is. It's a big spaghetti face smile. Did you like the motorcycles, Russell? Happy birthday, Russell! Yeah! Woo! Check it out, dude. What is it, man?
Thank you, Daddy.
Bye, Russell. Russell, look up and smile for the camera.
Oh, hi. Get away from me. Come on. Bye.
No.
And, what happened last time you went dirt bike riding?
I cut my face open and almost died.
Perfect!
Time flies by and I see me on the disguise.
Honestly, if it doesn't steam, just keep going.
Look into
I'll send it.
the sun's eyes. Love happens.
Today, Russ and I will be learning how to drive 3-on trees.
Which is what your great granddaddy used to drive.
This is our Moab system. I'm Mitch Crew from One Horses.
World's bright is where we're
All right, thank you guys so much. We love you guys. Okay, everyone has a safe trip home, and we'll see you in a few days.